stuff that we have now.
That we didn't always have.
Do you know that Nokia used to be a gum boot factory before it became a phone?
I'm thankful for water.
Welcome back to another episode of the Captain Bagrat podcast, where we're on a mission to fight boring news about Asia and Australia. It's a tough job, but Liam and I, we're going to do it, right?
Take it out.
Take it, totally. As always, we're recording from Downtown Chinatown, and today we are talking about stuff that we have now.
That we didn't always have.
That's right.
Yeah.
So back in my day when we didn't have stuff.
Back in the day when we used to walk up both ways uphill to school in the snow, in the rain.
Yeah, okay.
My granddad always says that.
Or when I didn't have mobile phone.
I never got it. Like, I never understood that joke, like walking uphill both ways to school. I thought that like my granddad always used to make that joke, right?
Yeah.
He would be like, it was funny, like,
yeah.
But like I never understood it. You know, like,
I don't know.
It's like you walk up. How can you walk? Like, imagine like your school is like you walk uphill to get to the school, right?
Yeah.
And then on the way home you walk downhill instead.
Yeah.
But like the joke is you walk uphill both ways. Like, it's like
you don't get it.
It's just dumb. Like it's like tough for you. It's like saying, when I was a kid, it was harder for me because I had to walk uphill both ways. And it's like, but it's physically impossible. You can't walk uphill both ways. Like you would have to walk downhill if your school's uphill.
Oh,
makes it. It's like It's
okay.
stupid. Like, it's really dumb joke.
Oh, right. Anyway, so
It took me years to get it. Years and years, longer than I'd care to admit.
Thank you for clarifying. Now I just learned it in a few seconds.
Yeah, not that hard.
Anyway, back to mobile phones. So I am grateful for having a mobile phone these days, but only in its simplest form before social media.
So we're talking like flip phones?
We're talking about,
when was the last phone that you'd say
did everything that I needed without giving me social media anxiety? Was probably the Nokia, the brick.
Really?
When it came out.
Didn't you have because everyone had the Motorola flip?
No.
You never had a V3?
I never had a flip of any.
Motorola V3?
No.
You never had the slide out with the keyboard?
No, I never had that one either.
So you just had a Nokia up until a smartphone?
No, I had Nokia, and then I had some other brands, Samsung.
But they were like a touchpad,
they were touchpad,
like the nine digits.
Yeah, but they didn't have all the apps and all that stuff, so it wasn't like bing, 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 bing all the time. So it was quite nice just having a mobile phone to make a phone call, to send a message, or send each other photos and stuff like that. So that was quite romanticized back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that your first phone? Did you have
I had the first phone where you could play Snakes,
Okay, yeah,
from Nokia.
Original. They just re-released that Nokia.
Have they?
You can just go buy it.
Maybe I should just go and buy it.
It's like $200 or something, right? And it doesn't
do as much.
I think it doesn't use like 4G, or you can't do any internet on it.
That's probably a good thing.
But I would expect okay, sort of, yes. I considered buying one, but for me, I use
but you need it to send documents and stuff like that.
I use Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
So I would love the form factor, that holding that phone. But it just didn't have because Messenger is the same as text messages.
Yeah.
But I don't want to spend money on text messages, even though you probably
it's free these days.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's what I mean. I'd much rather have it synced and backed up, and technically there's nothing stopping them from doing that within the operating system. It's just running a old version. They could just do it. But they, for whatever reason, they don't. Yeah.
Well, I hope that the new version of this Nokia, of the old version.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have it.
Is it lighter? Does it look lighter?
No, it's pretty similar actually.
So the same weight and
very,
everything.
very similar. Yeah.
Have you ever been hit by one of these things?
I have. They were amazing.
It hurts so much.
Mum and Dad had them.
Who threw it at your head?
I don't know. I think someone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My best friend threw it at my head.
They're impressively. Well, I had the flip. I had the Motorola. It's called the V3.
Yeah.
And it's
literally like a weapon.
The cool one, and it's in a bunch of movies around that time period, 2000s, 2010 or so, I guess.
Yeah. So did you know that Nokia used to be a gum boot factory before it became a phone?
I did not know that.
Yeah, there you go.
A gum boot factory.
Yeah, gum boot factory. It used to make gum boots for rainy days,
cool.
Sydney.
Well, I think they're owned by Microsoft now.
Are they? Oh.
Yeah, they got bought out, and now they just do telecommunications sort of stuff, I think.
Cool.
They just remade this phone for nostalgia reasons, but
for people like me, yeah.
But there's a few, because the Motorola is coming out with a new flip, which runs Android, so it's like an Android phone, but it flips out like the old V3, which is cool.
Isn't it beautiful? There's old school stuff coming out.
I'm thankful for water.
Oh, water. Yeah.
You know, the liquid, the clear liquid.
Yep.
Just because I lived in China for 2 years, and you can't drink the tap water. You have to buy water or get you can boil it and get a filter, or just get a really, really good filter. Or, you know, but it's pretty safe to just buy it. But I didn't realize how much of a psychological effect it had on me until the other day. I was like just at home. I've recently moved house, and I went to brush my teeth. Pretty normal, and I went to fill up the cup, and I stopped. Normally I like drink some water and then brush my teeth, or like brush my teeth, drink some water, and I put some water in my mouth and then spat it out. And I was like, why did I just do? Yeah, it was like an automatic thing, right? And I was like, why did I do that? And I was like, I remember because I've always done this, right? I've always tried to have like a glass of water, you know, just because water is good for you. But it's because like when I lived in China, you're not allowed to drink the water. So I'd always go to drink it, and then I'd like spit it out because I'd be like, no, I can't drink the water. Like, so I've had like this like brain fart where I've just like gone to drink water in Australia.
Yeah.
And then being like, no, it's in China, and spat it out. And then I was like, why did I do that? I can drink the water here. So I'm just thankful for that. Just being able to go to a tap and
just drink that from it. A lot of countries don't have that.
A lot don't. And you know, like with they credit Rome, like the city of Rome, you know, I can't resist talking about.
Yeah, the aquafilters.
You know, like one of the primary reasons it was so successful is because they had access to clean water, because the Roman engineers were like, let's build water into the city instead of just like having a.
We should all, you know, the minimum have access to clean water.
Appreciate it. Yeah, really appreciate it because it you notice it when it's gone.
Well, another thing that I really appreciate was when the wave of craft beers came in.
Craft beer.
Like,
so we're talking like, what would you say, 5-10 years ago? More like 5 years ago.
About maybe 10 years ago. Because I remember just, you know, on tap it was always like 4X, or it was VB, or it was like, you know, that normal stuff, which is now seen as, you know, all the commercialized stuff. Yeah. And then I remember when Fat Yak came on tap.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, is that what you define as? Because now, I would say Fat Yak is
commercialized now.
Cooper's Cooper's was also like you. So I remember 5 years ago, that's when Cooper's started to be popular, and that was one of the. So basically, like pale ales. When
Fat Yak came in, I was just like, oh my god, this is like the best. And then other brands started coming in. You know, like Hawks beer, I love that. 4 Pints, Ben Spoke from Canberra, Feral Brewing, I love the Sly Fox.
Sly Fox, yeah.
Sly Fox tastes good. Engage Roads with their Little Dove and Sleeping Giant, and of course, bringing it back to Asia theme here, the Kung Fu Lager.
Never had it.
Made by two bros.
Most of the other ones I've tried.
Yeah. Oh, they're really good.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love beer. Went for a few years without having any beer, but I started drinking a lot of Coopers and then like stopped. Yeah. Like I had like way too much, and then I was like, I'm not drinking beer anymore. It's too bad for me. And then now I've like come back full circle. I really like it.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Beers.
I've been having. I love sours. Do you like sour beers?
Whiskey sours?
No, like sour beers.
Oh, like, sour beers.
I think that's like
a pale ale.
I think it's recent that sours are really like it's part of this whole craft beer thing that's like growing. There's so many microbreweries in Australia.
Oh my god, I love microbreweries. I had the best time at Little Creatures in Fremantle.
Cool.
Yeah. Memorable.
Yeah, sours, big fan. And they make a lot of fruit beers.
That's right. They got mango beers. That's a bit weird for me.
I had an apricot one, and it was, I love apricots. And it was like, it's the best thing I've ever had.
Excellent.
You can't get them. I think they only made like a really small batch.
Yep. So that's what I'm grateful. Thank you, craft beers.
Thank you, craft beers.
And microbreweries.
in Australia. Well, another thing I'm thankful for is working at a startup hub. That's not it. But,
that's mine.
Oh, you got that down.
Yes.
Oh no, that's not it.
Okay.
But automatic espresso coffee machines.
They are good.
Those. So if you've been to like a startup, or a lot of offices now have them, I suppose. But it's not like a pod machine where you have to like put a pod in and it sort of spits out something that's sort of like coffee, but not entirely unlike it. We're talking about these automatic coffee machines that take the beans, they grind the coffee. Like you can hear it doing the scrapey thing. It's like, and then it like, and then
the grinding.
It's real, and then it spits out like a full espresso shot.
That's right.
And the one at my new work started a new job, and it has like a little milk fridge next to it, and you can like select. You can be like, I want 20 milks and 5 milk foams, or like it's just like I don't know
ratio.
I don't know if it means like milliliters. I'm not really sure. I haven't worked that out yet. But you can choose that, and it'll just do it fully automatic. tastes exactly this, or not, maybe not exactly the same as like.
But it's pretty close.
In my opinion, it's as close as you can get to like a barista made coffee. Like I still love.
Yeah.
I love coffee and
the art of it.
And I do. I am a hipster at heart, but this thing then, you wake up every morning and press a button and it just it's a feat of engineering. Tell you what.
It's wonderful.
I love it, and not having to spend money on coffee every day.
And that's why we love startup hubs, right?
Yeah, and using pod machines, which is also bad for the environment.
It's bad for the environment.
Yeah,
that's right.
So you have startup hubs on your...
Yeah, I got startup hub as my thing that I'm grateful for. It's just literally like being at uni, but you're hanging out with people with some level of practical and real life skills.
That is very accurate. Very, very accurate.
So you're hanging out with, like-minded people, and you got great ideas, and you actually have some practical, skills that you've learned from working elsewhere to make something happen.
Yeah, it's like high school where there's no classes, and there's no, everyone's good at something. I've never thought of it that way, but
that's how it is
I'm going to use that from now on. Like, where do you work? Well,
I work at a startup hub, and it's kind of like being at uni, but people have some level of practical and real life skills.
So fun
to make things happen.
That's true, though. I mean, we met at a startup hub.
That's right.
And,
that's why we're doing this together now.
We are, and we both currently work at startup hubs.
That's right.
Different startup hubs, and I really do love the environment. Actually,
it's so good. Also the free beers, the free coffees.
We didn't get free.
You don't get you can get free. Well, this startup is way better.
We get coffee but fruit, which is normal.
And because
we get cereal at this one.
Oh, I think you get cereal here if you ask for it.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but the free beers, I think they really like me here. So whenever I ask for free beers on days that are not free beers, which is a Friday, they say yes.
They just pass one your way.
Yeah, they're like, Madam Chen, for you, anything. I'm like, oh.
This is Madam Chen's beer stash.
That's right.
Bring in well, they do have some in our fridge, but I think it's just people bring them in. I'm in a bit more of a commercially startup hub. They call it a scale up hub. It's a bit like companies that are anyway. But
you guys are like the premium startup hub.
It is a little.
You're like the Harvard of startup hubs, where we're something a little substandard, I guess.
No, it's all part of the culture. You're right. It's much nicer working in an environment where you not everyone's working on the same thing. I've worked in that office sort of environment before. And it's not boring necessarily, but it's you can't learn. It's really hard to learn. I think I really love being in an environment where meeting people and learning stuff. And startup hubs, like you said, are great for that.
And lots of positive people. People want to be innovative, and who want to make change, and who want to make not the world a better place, but make people's lives a little bit easier by technology, by some sort of high tech stuff, or doing a podcast. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm thankful for video games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So am I. I like Tekken. Back in the day. Back in the day.
Are we talking the arcade? I've never been to I've been to a real arcade in Japan, but not in Australia. I was maybe too young. But no, my parents never let us have video games until they did, but it was a bit of a push.
Yeah.
And we all got into Pokemon because that's what my friends at school were into. And these are still my best to this day. These are still my best friends. We don't see each other that often now because we're all busy and we all work. But none of us really play Pokemon anymore, or I personally don't really play video games. And
well, Pokemon is now universal. You can find them all over the place.
That's true.
Yeah.
But that's what brought us all together, as friends.
Pokemon.
And even to this day, we'll still meet up and just play some video games. None of us are really serious anymore because we have jobs. It sucks being an adult. But it's just thankful for the one thing that brought us all together as a group and keeps us together, really.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're all friends, and we've been friends for nearly 20 years maybe now. But
due to Pokemon, that's adorable.
Yeah, that's how it all started, I guess. And it's
Oh, that's cute. Well, talking about electronic stuff, I am grateful for streaming and stuff on demand, like movies and TV shows on demand. So, Netflix,
Spotify.
Spotify, SBS on demand, and all this stuff. Because First of all, I am just terrible with IT. I have never successfully downloaded anything that's pirated. I have tried so many times to pirate movies, but I have not been successful.
Please tell me that's on your resume. Like, if you ever get, like, asked one day, like, and people will be like, oh, everyone pirates stuff. You'll be like, I don't. I couldn't if I wanted to.
I have tried so many times, but for some odd reason, I just don't know how to download.
I can teach you if you want.
No, it's okay, because now I have Stan, Netflix, SBS On Demand, ABC, and all that stuff, so it's really great. I don't need to go through the substandard quality stuff now.
That's good. Awesome.
Yeah, because I love accessing international films and documentaries from around the world, and it's all for free as well.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely. And instead of getting my collection of DVDs out, like for instance, SBS has got X-Files out. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the X-Files.
I don't really watch a lot of TV.
Oh, that's right. So I'm going to keep talking about TV stuff then.
That's fine. Yeah, no, go. It's like, I mean, I know a lot of people love it. So, yeah. It's good.
Yeah, and it's better than the days when you had to go down to the video shop, because I remember this time when my boyfriend at the time and I went there. Because this is what you do,
Yeah.
You get bored, you go and rent a video.
My parents used to take us.
Yeah, video or DVD.
They just get bored and be like, let's go to the video shop.
Yeah, exactly. And we chose.
They used to be everywhere.
Exactly, and we chose The Mask because like Cameron Diaz, Jim Carrey's. It's meant to be funny.
I remember that movie. Yeah.
Exactly, it's an old school movie, but now I watch it again and I think it's pretty boring.
We have aged well.
Yeah, so we took it to the counter and then for the kid to put the right DVD into it.
Yeah.
And the next thing I know, going back home, and I open it up, and inside it was not The Mask.
Oh, so this is a DVD, not a VHS?
No, this is a DVD.
Okay.
So there was a DVD shop. It was probably Blockbuster or something like that.
Cool.
So I opened it up, and it was not The Mask in it. Instead, it was a porno. so the kid at the counter thought, hey, I'm going to do these guys a favor and give them a porno.
Did he look at the... Maybe... Yeah, because that's how it works, right? They put the DVD in the... I don't know, maybe. Like, I feel like this... Like... Because of that action, like, I would understand if it was like a VHS. Like, usually with the VHSs, they were on the shelf. Like, when you got it, you like swiped it. But with DVDs, you're right, they kept the DVDs behind the counter.
In case you can just steal it, yeah.
Yeah, because it's just a disc, right? But so I would understand a VHS. Because a VHS, it would be like someone swapped it as a joke, right?
As a joke, yeah.
But this guy has looked into his... Deliberately. He's opened the drawer, and there's been like porn on one side, and the other side's been... 1,000 copies of Jim Carrey's The Mask, and he's been like, porn.
I think these guys need to watch porn today.
That's hilarious.
I know.
Because that's okay. Yeah, that's got to be.
So that's the funny story. That's now I can actually watch what I want to watch instead of having
don't. So did you? No, I won't ask you that.
All right, your next one.
I just remember VHSs. We never had DVDs. We never went and got like borrowed DVDs because we didn't have a DVD player. I don't think, or we did, but we never used it. So, but I remember getting VHSs as a kid.
Yeah.
And
did you pull the tape out?
No. We just watched them, and I remember my brother and sister not knowing how to, because I was always really into technology. So I was like, I want to do it. I want to do the thing. So like they would just be like, all right, you go put it in, press the like rewind, and like anytime there was a computer problem. So that was probably like the first thing that I was like into before I was like into computers. Yeah. Which is a segue into what my next thing is, which is computers. But before I was into computers, I was I guess into electronics, and I guess it started with like TVs and VHSs and being able to be like rewinding stuff, which isn't that cool, but like I was good at it at the time. Cool. Yeah. All right. As good as you can be as rewinding. Yeah, computers.
About computers.
So a computer. No. I just love computers. Mm-hmm. I mean, I work now. My official title is machine learning engineer. Something like boring like that. But I really love computers, and like there's photos of me as like a 4-year-old kid, like sitting at my parents' computer, probably breaking it. But I think since then, like I've always had like the interest in technology, and it's just especially computers and electronics. Led me down to, ended up doing electrical engineering at university, and is, now like, really guided, I guess, what I've been doing in my life. I mean, it sounds very like self-centered, like things that we like appreciate now and
all the stuff,
just like computers. But, like I really, don't know what I would do otherwise. You know, like I think
we can't do a lot of things without computers. That's for sure.
I know.
I mean, we're using it right now with our notes.
That's right. Yeah, and we're recording on a computer.
Yeah.
You know,
there is literally 3 laptops here while we're recording.
And like 2 phones and like probably a smartwatch somewhere.
And a big fat TV here.
A TV which has a computer in it.
That's right.
See, that's the thing. You know, like they're so ubiquitous now, but. 25 years ago, when I was like a young kid, it was, cool. Like, there was these old big beige boxes that you had in your house and no one knew how to use them.
And probably 10 years before that, there was some guy called Steve Jobs saying, I see a vision of every family, everyone owning at least 2 computers or something like that.
Like, no, that's never going to happen. Yeah. Like,
and then boom, look at this.
Yeah. Of course, like now it's like everyone has like multiple computers.
Multiple devices.
Yeah. I'm just thankful for always, being interested and having something like that. Don't know what I'd do otherwise. I'd probably be like I don't know.
Probably actually live your life, yeah.
Probably be like a lot better off and like, I don't know, maybe science or something boring like that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, I've got one more.
You've got one more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Things that we had, but we don't use it anymore. You know those little tamagotchi things that came out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a little tamagotchi thing where I think it was a cat or a dog, I can't remember. But I did remember to feed it and do all this other stuff. So that taught me life skills when I had a real pet.
I had one, but I think they got banned from our school.
Oh, because everyone was anxiety.
People steal them and stuff. No, people would like, nothing like that.
Nothing like
it's
that.
Australia, like they just get banned because people steal them.
Oh, I thought it was to do with the anxiety. Kids not feeding the animal and it's dying and they get emotional about it.
It caused anxiety because I had one and then there was no way to keep it alive.
Yeah.
Because like you'd have to go to school and it was either you smuggle it in your bag, which I was like a goody 2-shoes in primary school, so that was not happening. So yeah. I wonder where it is. It's probably still got it somewhere.
It's probably still working.
And they had do you remember the Digimon ones as well?
Digimon sounds familiar.
They had it was like a square one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those. Like a similar concept. It was like why don't we have those anymore?
Because people have real pets now.
Kids don't have smartphones.
Some kids do.
Do they?
Some kids have smartphones.
Kids are meant to have. I actually don't know.
Some kids in primary school have to have laptops. Because that's part of their
I've seen those like you can get like watches that are like smart watches for kids, but all it lets you do is like call your parents and stuff. But that would Tamagotchis should come back. That's a cool thing.
Oh, cool. Do you have one more?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay,
I can't beat Tamagotchis. You've hit me with like a big nostalgia brick. It's just like, oh man.
Well, I've got actually a short wish list of things that I would like.
Okay.
For people to invent before I die
in the future. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've got quite a while, luckily. So.
Yeah. Well, who knows? I might die tomorrow.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Let's invent this stuff right now. Let's go.
So. I would like to see automatic shopping being loaded into my fridge by bots or something. So I don't even have to go to the supermarket.
So you don't have to do anything. Or you have to order it, but like that's it.
Yeah, I'll order it. Yeah, and then it just appears in my fridge.
That'd be good.
Yeah. And then I would also like a laser object that heals any wounds or can have self-replicating ability, just like out of Fifth Element.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah.
Common plot devices.
Yeah.
But just like a healing ray sort of thing.
Like healing ray. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it? That's just those 2 things.
Oh, actually, there's one more. It's very Star Trek. Beam me up, so I don't have to actually suffer jet lag or all those fatigue issues. Yeah.
I'm with that.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
I want like planes to be like. Have you been to a pod hotel?
Possibly.
Like in Japan, like one of the ones where like you literally get like a square that you sleep in.
Yes.
Have you stayed in one?
Yes.
I want airplanes to have those.
Yeah.
Because like I personally don't care about seats. Like I dislike flying immensely. I'm not like
it's not very comfortable.
I'm not comfortable. I can't sleep sitting up. Like I just can't do it.
But pods are pretty good. You can squeeze people into a pod.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So like the whole argument for chairs is that it's more comfortable for the majority of people. But I want to be able to have like maybe like a roster system where like if you want to sleep, you can go sleep for like 8 hours of the flight.
But then you got to change the sheets straight away if somebody else comes in.
Yeah, but they've already flight attendants. It wouldn't be that hard. Like they're already good at that stuff. Yeah. Like they're good at feeding everyone. Yeah. They're good at like, doing all of that thing, quick turnaround.
Turn the lights off.
Exactly right. So or even if you have to sleep there for 8 hours or like the whole flight, I don't care. Or they have like a little eating area where you can sit down. I just really dislike flying, and I think the pods would make it better.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's all I got.
Cool. Thanks very much.
Thank you. And Bagrat out. Hey, thanks for listening to this week's podcast. For the latest updates and posts, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you love it as much as Captain Bagrat and I do, please support us on Patreon, where we hope that our dream of having our own TV show will become a reality one day. So then we can continue to fight boring news on everything, anything, and nothing with an Asian twist. Thanks for your support. Bagrat out. Solid.